this guy in the back seat, so this is what you know is canvas. Like you rarely looked at anything but canvas, right? So fourth generation, all the third generation principles apply, but the demand for dynamic leadership in the intra-float period is key. Creative training, pulling guys like Milinkovic in with creative offers, because 50% of the Marines were the same, but almost 0% were doing on the second float the same job they did on the first float. VC versus dismount, you know. So for all intents and purposes, it's 100% different battalion, at least in practical terms. The fact we did so well on the second float, I think, speaks more to like Milinkovic's leadership, Mines' leadership. You know, it's very easy to be by the numbers. So that would be more imperative in fourth generation than in third generation. You know, attack the bunker, like it's not that difficult to do.
And we're about 12 minutes, and you mentioned four topics.
I'll throw out a third one. And for the record, like I'm going to give you some points off your paper. It doesn't necessarily mean these are the most salient, but I mean it's all important, because the key point is all of this is valuable, but it has to be almost 50 or 75% translated into a new dynamic for the fourth generation. So how did the student support his maneuver by fire, right? You said combined assets before, and I said no, keep combined arms, because it's the same deal. Well, let's talk about how we did it in Ramadi 1. We tried to use responsive information operations. An example of that would be, and this is a technique I learned, and we made it up on the spot. You go into Anwar's house the first time looking for him, you rarely get him, even though we had a very solid cordon. It's tough, right? Well, they have pictures of themselves in their house, so take the picture out, take a digital photo of it, the photograph out of the glass. Now I've got the guy's face. That's what we use to put the wanted posters up around the neighborhood. So that's targeted information operations. One major problem we have, third